Welcome to our July reading. So, I am going to explain all about the energy coming up in July. We'll talk about the theme, the astrology for the month. I'll touch on the numerology, and we also have angel cards and their meaning. But first of all, I wanted to tell you a quick story. It was funny this morning. I was dropping my kids to school. And it was a lovely sunny morning. And when I got home, I got the dog and decided to go out for a walk, as I usually do. And as I walked out the door, I could feel that it might rain, even though there were a few clouds forming, but it didn't look like it was going to rain. And I, the immediate thing that popped into my head was to bring an umbrella. And instead of just getting the umbrella, I checked the weather app on my phone and it said that it would rain, but in about an hour's time. So I thought, okay, I'll go and I'll be home before it rains. So I got to the park and about 10 minutes later, it started to rain and it rained and it rained and it poured down. And I sheltered under a tree for a while, but of course, even then the drips were coming through and I got soaked. And I was laughing because I was thinking to myself that intuitive nudge to bring an umbrella, which I ignored, I should have listened to it. And I was also laughing because at the moment I'm in the process of creating a course all about your psychic abilities and tuning in and listening to your intuition. And I really thought the universe is giving me a chance to practice what I'm preaching. And I didn't listen, and there was a consequence to that. So I am going to be sure to listen to those intuitive nudges from now on. And if you're interested in developing your intuition, in developing your psychic skills, in opening up to your psychic abilities, I'll be sharing more about this course. I'm really excited to share it with you because it will really help you to open up and to live intuitively and to follow your intuition if you choose. You can also choose to ignore it, like I did this morning, but it really helps to open up your psychic powers and your intuitive powers. So I'll be sharing more about that soon. But let's get back to the theme for July. So, as I was tuning in, the theme that was coming up was stepping up. So, we're leaving June energy. And if you listened to the podcast for June, the reading for June, we had the solstice portal. We had that turning point where we went through the solstice gateway. And we have taken that turn. We are stepping through to something new, something brighter, something bigger. And July energy is going to call us to step up on new levels and to step into our highest potential. So we've turned that corner and now we're being called to step up. So the good news is we don't have to do this in one fell swoop. Although there may be this option available to some of us to step up to a new level straight away, but for most, we'll be taking gradual steps, and that's okay because the gradual steps mean that we are constantly growing, we're constantly evolving, and it's sometimes a little bit softer when we go gradually. So, stepping up also involves releasing the baggage that's been holding us down. So, as I was tuning into this, if you think about the imagery that popped into my mind was a hot air balloon. And in order to go higher, sometimes the excess weight has to be released in order for that balloon to go higher. And it's the same for us. It's like some of us are carrying around these sandbags around our neck. They've been weighing us down. It's a heavy burden that we've been carrying. And often we haven't even realized that we're carrying it because we've gotten so used to carrying them around. It's just become our new normal. So it's time to let go. It's time to release. It's time to rise higher. And just like that hot air balloon, we can go higher, but not when we're carrying those heavy burdens. So really tuning in and ask yourself, well, what have I been carrying? What have I been carrying that I can now release? what needs to be released, what am I ready to let go of. And if you tune in, those answers will turn up for you. If you sit with them, if you allow them to, those answers will present themselves. And then, of course, you have to have the courage to follow through and to let go. But yeah, lots of opportunity for us to step up this month. And also the numerology for the month, the July is a 7 month. So 7 is all about transcending. So it's about transcending the ego, transcending material difficulties, transcending this 3D reality and rising up to a new plane of existence. So this opens the door for new opportunities, for miracles to take place, really does allow us to work with that 7 energy throughout the month to transcend, to rise up, to step up on new levels. And the astrology for the month will also be supporting that. We have at the very start of the month, on the 3rd of July, we have a super full moon in Capricorn. So of course, the super moon is when the moon is bigger and brighter in the sky. It's a little bit closer to Earth. And the super full moon in Capricorn brings the opportunity to work with Nadiel, who is the guardian of Capricorn. So Nadiel helps us with change and growth, and also helps us with major life changes. So again, that theme of stepping up. And we are going to be invoking Nadiel to help us with those major life changes. And the super new or full moon will be the doorway to those changes for some of us. For some of us, it will be an initiation. For others, maybe that doorway is just opening up. For some, it'll be stepping through that doorway. So we'll be at different phases along the path. But the full moon, remember, it also brings healing and release. So because it's a super moon, the effects will be amplified, and the power of that full moon will really come through. And we are, think about the qualities of Capricorn. Capricorn is all about leadership. It's about structures. It's about the structures that maybe you've built up in your life. Maybe some of those need to collapse. Maybe they need to be rearranged or restructured. So really feeling into that on the 3rd with the super full moon, and also being gentle with yourself if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed with this super new full moon energy. Really, looking into self-care and taking time out for yourself. So following the super full moon, we have the 7-7 doorway on the 7th of the month. So as I mentioned, 7 is all about transcending, but this 7-7 doorway is leading up to the Lion's Gate. The Lion's Gate is on the 8th of August, so the 8-8 portal. So the 7-7 doorway will be setting us up for that 8-8 portal. So again, another opportunity to step up, to ascend to the next level of consciousness, to ascend to the next level of being. Really a day for miracles to occur if we're open to it. So if there's something miraculous that you want to bring about, take some time on the 7th to really sit with that and allow for it to transpire. And maybe just transcending the old will make way for the new, and there's nothing that you need to do, just to let go, release, and allow those heavy sandbags to drop off. And then following that, on the 17th, we have the new moon in Cancer. So the new moon in Cancer brings the opportunity for feminine balance and inner alignment. So a really beautiful new moon. And of course, new moons are a fresh start. We have the moon at the phase where it's dark in the sky. So it's the new phase of the lunar cycle. And it's after the energy of the super full moon. This new moon will really be a welcome new beginning. It's going to be a welcome change, a welcome shift from the super full moon energy into this new moon in Cancer energy. So we'll have the opportunity to work with the guardian of Cancer, Angel Muriel, who is also the guardian of empaths. So if you're an empath or a highly sensitive person, then Muriel is the one to call on. She brings emotional understanding, she brings healing, she brings clarity. So really soothing, beautiful energy to work with for the new moon in Cancer. And of course, tuning into that fresh start and asking yourself, well, what fresh start am I leaning into during this new moon phase? And on the 23rd, we have Leo season starting. So Virtual is the guardian angel of Leo, and Virtual is a beautiful angel to work with throughout Leo season. Leo brings lion's courage, it brings self-belief, the chance to step into your power, and also a great opportunity to believe in yourself, to believe in your abilities, and to have the courage to manifest change in your life. So remember, this theme of stepping up, we will be stepping up and stepping into the next version of ourselves. So during Leo season, asking yourself, well, who is that version of you who is all confident? Who is that version of you that is all powerful? What does she act like? What does she focus on? What does she do? And more importantly, what does she not do? Has she stopped complaining about things? Has she stopped playing the victim role? Has she stopped giving away her power? And who is the version of you who is all loving? So asking yourself these questions and working with this energy during Leo season to step into your power, to step up, to really embrace that lion's courage, and to let it play out in your life for your highest divine benefit. So we're going to work with the heart and soul angel cards. Once again, I have chosen the cards, so I'm going to go through them with you. The first card that came up is from the suite of Sacred Hallows Light Tools. And this card is the bowl of divine fire of creation. So this is the card of the red flames of vitality, courage, and compassion. So the angels offer you red life force energy from the bowl of divine fire of creation to aid both heart's desire and soul purpose. This fire has many names, being also Zoroastrian, fire of life, and Agnihotra, sacred flame of the Vedic traditions. Work with this purifying and empowering element, especially at sunrise or sunset, to reshape or enhance mind, body, or spirit. Whichever shade immediately draws you will be the color that you need most. So you can work with this vibration of red, again, breathing this into you, allowing it to suffuse your body, your mind, your spirit, allow the color to transform you and bring you vitality and courage and compassion. So a beautiful card to work with, especially during Leo season. So then we have the second card. So this card is from Sir Raphael's suite of Soul Purpose Angels. And this is Raguel. So Raguel is the guardian angel of spiritual perception. And this is the card of finding or keeping the simplicity of spiritual truth. So this card is about Raguel, and Raguel aids spiritual perception of your own spiritual truth. So portrayed as pure white, upright column, radiating light. From the creator's cloud of knowing, Raguel brings a drift of white feathers to surround you. In many ways, truth can be likened to these tiny white feathers. It is light and easily blown away, fragile, but holds an inherent strength. By itself, it's defenseless, but en masse, it warms as well as protects, lifts to unimaginable heights. Raguel says you don't need to find your soul purpose, for it will find you. Spiritual truth is like a tiny white feather. It is simplicity itself. Preserve that part of you that holds your honest intent, engaging the heart to strengthen and raise your own light column. So again, this pertains to that theme for the month of stepping up. So this is finding your spiritual truth, stepping into that, stepping up to that perception, that divine perception, which maybe you haven't had available to you because you've been held back or held down. That image of those sandbags comes up again. So releasing those heavy burdens, allowing yourself to drift higher up, and allowing those white feathers to bring you to new heights. And then the final card for the month is Pagiel's Suite of Heart's Desire Angels. So this card is Rickbiel, and this is the guardian angel of the power of love. So this is the card of the hidden powers of loving thoughts. So Rickbiel drives the creator's horses, divine power and wisdom, and light chariot, which fashioned from love, knows no boundaries. He helps if you're feeling blocked in achieving your heart's desire. This is likely to be for one of two reasons. Your desire is not for your highest good, or it may be a true desire linked to your soul purpose, but the time is not yet right. Rickbiel offers a link to his love and light energy. Focus on sending loving thoughts to your chosen heart's desire. These are far more than just thought forms. You actually create invisible energy waves that reverberate throughout the universe. Loving thoughts vibrate at a pure harmonic that reaches out towards the target's heart and actually helps your target to find a corresponding harmonic. Also, every sentient form, animal, vegetable, or mineral has a vibration that can be attuned with the heart harmonic of Mother Earth, carrying the potential of inner peace of this planet. If your heart's desire is true, sending daily love can make it happen. If it's not right for you, then unselfishly sending love to all life gently helps to create a planetary harmonic of divine order, in turn, that actually encourages manifestation of something infinitely more beneficial for you. So I love this card. I love the message of the hidden power of loving thoughts. I love the idea of sending out those loving frequencies and empowering your heart's desire with those frequencies daily. So working with Rickbiel, calling on Rickbiel if you feel guided to do that. So there we have it. I will be back very soon. As I said, I'm working on that psychic course, which I'm really excited to bring to you. So I'm going to be back soon to talk a little bit more about that and to share more with you. And in the meantime, enjoy the energy, enjoy calling on the angels to guide you, to be with you, enjoy stepping up to that next level. And yeah, I will see you for the next episode very soon. Bye.